Hey guys, it's Sam and this is Top 5 Wednesday. If you're new to Top 5 Wednesday, I will leave a link to Goodreads group down below for topics and such. This week's topic is actually a freebie, so I'm gonna go back and do last week's topic because last week's topic I didn't have time to do. So the topic I'm gonna be doing I had a hard time thinking of the actual name of, and it's rather long, but basically books that did tropes we usually hate well. Let's get into it. These are in no particular order, I'm just grouping them by the particular trope. So first, we don't so much have a trope as a genre full of tropes that I hate, and that is new adult. I have attempted new adult a number of times and have really never had a good time with one exception, and that was Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. I've tried other Colleen Hoover books and hated them. But this book I really enjoyed and I flew through, and I would probably reread. I would probably notice even more problematic things with Colleen Hoover, but overall, I enjoy this one. And I haven't enjoyed any other new adult. Next we have Instalove, and I can very rarely forgive this, but I did in Daughter Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. Now some people are gonna be like, but it wasn't really Instalove. Even with that caveat of what happened, I don't want to spoil things, even with the thing that made it not be Instalove, even that thing was kinda Instalove. If you want to talk about it in the comments with me, you can. Just put like a spoiler warning with people and I will let you know why, regardless of how you look at this, it's Instalove. It is. But I let it go within this book. I'm okay with it. On the other hand, the Instalove in her other series, the strange one, Strange Dreamer, that I can't forgive. But for some reason in here, I'm fine with it. I almost kind of love it. It's crazy. The next category, I have two series to talk about, and that is love triangles. And these are just not love triangles that I've put up with, but love triangles that I've actively enjoyed, which is saying something, because I tend to not, or I just put up with them and they're fine. This is a love triangle where I like all members of the triangle, because sometimes I'll be okay with a love triangle. I like one branch more than the other, but I'm fine. These are ones where I'm like, I love all of the parts of the triangle. First series being The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare, the only Cassandra Clare series that I've read or that I really plan to read. I might read the one right after this one. We've talked about this before on my channel. I don't want to go down the Cassandra Clare black hole again. Please don't drag me down there. I don't like it down there. But this series I went into knowing that people liked the love triangle and I only wanted to read it really for the love triangle, and I was not disappointed. The second series with the good love triangle, in my opinion, is the Anita Blake series by Laurel K. Hamilton, which I've talked about a lot before. This love triangle only really exists in its entirety in like the first 7 or so books, and eventually gets to a point where the main character is like polyamorous and she has like a ton of, there's a lot of triangles, there's like octagons. But within the first 5 to 7 books in the series, there's a love triangle between her, a character named Jean-Claude, who is a vampire, like a master vampire, and a character named Richard, who is like a leader of a werewolf pack. And it is so good, and I love all of them. I love all of them, and it's wonderful. It eventually dissolves into being not so good, but when it was good and at its prime, it was really good. And my last category of hated trope is the love interest being separated in the second book. The only time that I actively almost enjoyed it was The Winter's Crime by Marie Rukowski. This tension and angst, this is the best book in the series in my opinion. So good. So good. And typically speaking, I'm like, stop separating my love interests. In this case, I'm like, stay apart longer, because this like burning intensity I need more of. I was fine within this book. I actively enjoyed it. So those are some books where they employed tropes that I usually hate, and I ended up loving them. Comment down below, let me know if there's any books that fit that category for you. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye.